I'm coming. If you hand over to government to maintain, the budget the money and share it.
To live in that particular place that the house is. So it's supposed government to really compensate them so that and pay them and relocate them to where they are going and build another house for them.
Careful engineering and management to meet human needs. Compliments of the season to you out there. Thanks for making the date with us today on the program Property Doctor. If you just stumbled on this channel, I'm sure you will learn some tips today concerning your buildings. Here we talk about the acquisition of properties, the maintenance and the management of properties generally. It is your right to be happy and to enjoy your buildings. It doesn't matter whether you are the property owner or just a property user. My name is Fumi Amunega Ajayi, also known as your Property Doctor. You can connect with us on Facebook at Property Doctor NG, on Instagram and on YouTube at Property Doctor NG, and on Twitter at Property Doc NG. On Sunday, the 26th of December 2021, another big shopping mall got burnt in Abuja. And you know what? When I saw the smoke from afar, I was wondering where that smoke was coming from. It was like something small and like where they burn tires, like they do in some places here in Nigeria at first. Then it grew so thick until someone sent me a video and I saw exactly what was happening. Let me show you the video of what happened because it was so small, but it grew.
Jesus Christ! I knew it had to be me. No, my God! No! Hey!
Terrible fire. Terrible. I'm watching it live here in Abuja. Multi-billion naira shop. Multi-billion naira shop burning.
This incident prompted the topic for today. You know, want to talk about fire prevention and safety in our business premises. If you don't want your important dreams to go down the drain, you need to practice fire safety. I've been to that particular mall and I saw firefighting equipment, I saw fire trucks, I saw so many things to protect the building. I saw them there. But what happened? I was just thinking, was nobody there to use the equipment? What happened to the truck, the fire truck? What happened to the fire extinguishers and all other equipment I saw there? Well, I decided to talk about this today because in 2021 alone, we have faced a lot of problems concerning buildings. A number of markets got burnt, supermarkets, and so many shops got burnt, and millions of naira lost, just like that. The cost of construction gone, cost of goods in the market and the shops and the means of livelihood for so many people just went down the drain in a few hours. Another very painful fact is that the cost of building material has really gone up. And this is a story for another day. I don't understand why we have to buy a bag of cement for about 5,500 naira to 6,000 naira here in Nigeria. In some places here in Nigeria, that is more than $10. You know, when we have the raw material here in Nigeria, we have steel in abundance, we have limestone, we have so many raw materials here in Nigeria in abundance, but the prices keep going up. So we need to learn to maintain and to keep our buildings and our properties from fire outbreak. I sympathize with those who lost their valuables to fire outbreak, and also want us to learn some tips on how to manage our shops, our office business spaces, our properties generally, and how to prevent fire outbreak, and also what to do to manage it in case it occurs. Most times when you want to prevent fire outbreaks, you start from the construction stage, that is the design stage, the building production stage. You need to put all these things in place. You observe that most homes and most buildings don't even have smoke detectors or heat sensors. They don't even have fire extinguishers at all. These materials or this equipment can help you save money and give you peace of mind that you're not taking unaware anytime there is a fire outbreak. So let's fetch what this video from Property Doctor. I'll just give you a clip about this video on preventing fire outbreak in our market. Please, I'll also put the link down the video. I'll just give you a clip here, so if you want to watch more on this video, you can watch more. You know, I told you that we'll be talking about fire in marketplaces. Marketplaces are where you have a lot of people gathering together, buying and selling, and you have properties worth millions of naira in those marketplaces. But right now, let's talk about fire prevention. When we talk about fire prevention, we should say stop fire from starting, or even stop fire from spreading. To prevent fire from occurring, you have to plan for each facility. For instance, after a market has been built, you let people understand what are those things that are in the market that people are going to use. You should know what can cause fire or a fire outbreak in that facility. For instance, if you have a restaurant in a market, you should know that gas leakage or fuels can cause fire outbreak. You should understand also that electrical faults can cause fire outbreak. So when you find out that these things can cause fire outbreak, you should prepare and know the kind of equipment to use and to stop the fire if it eventually starts. Now train the users of the building. Those people using those particular facility, you need to tell them how to manage those things that you have put in place for them so that they don't become a victim of fire outbreak. Now we should have good housekeeping, cleaning the environment, like proper disposal of refuse, of waste material, combustible material. Keep them away and keep them properly. Keep your waste material in non-metallic, non-combustible waste bins so that you can throw them away when it is right. Not that you put things that will be that can be combustible in a particular area and they can be inflamed even when you're not around. So keep those things properly and dispose all refuse at the appropriate time. Also, you should make sure that your environment is clear. You don't encourage weed to grow in your area. That means you should cut the weed, cut the dry leaves, and every other thing that you know can cause fire outbreak. Put off all electrical appliances at the close of business, because sometimes you may not even know that did not put those things off because of power failure. You can forget. So try to put off everything from the mains if there was a power failure at the close of business, so that when power is restored, if there's a power surge, your electrical equipment is safe and even your shop or your store is safe. Also, do not smoke in areas where smoking is prohibited. Fireproofing. Maintain adequate clearance between heating facilities and combustible materials. When I say maintain adequate clearance, I mean keep your gas cylinders away from the building, not too close to the buildings, so that you can prevent fire outbreak. Some people say, oh, I use camping gas to cook. Yeah, you can use a camping gas to cook, but you should use it safely. Now keep your generators away from building and keep your fuel cans or containers away from buildings. Do not use open flames on heating elements where you can have flammable gases or vapors. For instance, do not allow your fuel to be open. You should cover it properly in your kitchens or in your area where you want to take fuel. Maybe you have to pass through the kitchen before you get to the place you are putting your generators, or where you kept your generators. Cover your fuel properly. Do not expose fire to those kind of vapors. Welcome back. If you're still watching, then you need to subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscription button and also click on the alert button so that you can get a notification whenever any new episode comes up. I'm sure you will learn a lot from this channel. We've been talking about the prevention of fire and managing fire outbreak in our business premises, in our buildings generally, and we saw the classes of fire and the types of fire equipment to use in case there is a fire outbreak to put off the fire. One thing I observed is that most people don't know how to use this equipment. They don't even know how to use the fire extinguisher. I went further to get people to teach us on how to use this equipment in case there is a fire outbreak. It was difficult getting these people, but when we got those who volunteered to help, they gave us tips on what to do in case there is a fire outbreak. You will learn a lot from this particular video I'll be showing you right now. And they taught us how to use the fire extinguisher, how to use the fire hydrants, and just what to do generally. You know, there is something they talked about, which is PASS. Please keep watching and you understand what is the meaning of PASS. Can you demonstrate how to use, maybe in case there's a fire outbreak now?
Yes.
How do we use this carbon dioxide, this
If,
fire extinguisher?
yes.
Just in case there's a problem like that.
Yes. If there's an outbreak of fire, the first thing you will do, you don't need to panic. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
The fire at the initial stage, you will use this. The first thing you do, you pull out this pin.
Which pin?
We have what we call
there
pass.
Is a pin there.
Yes, we have what we call pass. That is PASS.
PASS.
Yes.
It's called pass.
Pass.
Okay.
Then this P stands for pull.
Okay, pull.
Pull.
So that means we pull this pin.
You pull this pin.
All right.
Then the A is M. Once you pull, you M.
Okay.
Then the first S is squeeze. The last one is sweep.
Okay, so
Yes.
PASS. The first one is pull. The A stands for aim. Then the other one is
stands for squeeze.
Squeeze.
The
That's
last
squeeze
one,
this.
Squeeze this one.
Now, then the other one is what?
Have to sweep.
To sweep it on the fire.
On the fire.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And don't stand against.
Okay, we sweep it on the base,
of the fire. The base
so that
of
you
the
can
fire.
separate it from the source of the fire.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That is
okay.
it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Can we demonstrate? Is it possible for us to demonstrate?
We
using
can do
this?
it. So as we earlier said, this is we have oxygen. We have
oxygen
and fuel.
in the air, and there's
what makes up
fuel,
this fire.
and there's wood. So the fire cycle, the fire triangle is complete. So you can see that there is fire burning there,
Yes.
and we are trying to put off this fire as it is. So we are going to practice the PASS method, which he has just told us about.
I remove my pin.
Yes.
I squeeze. Then I push.
So you can see how easy it is to put out the fire without being afraid. You have to be bold, and you have to practice the PASS method, which is pull, aim, then you squeeze and you sweep. Thank you very much. That is for extinguishing class A kind of fire with a fire extinguisher. I remember you mentioned 3 methods of putting off fire.
Yes.
Fire extinction. Now, what method is this one which you just displayed?
Okay. This one, you know, the content in these fire extinguishers is carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
And it's very cold in nature. So it combines two things together.
Yeah.
Both starvation, then cooling.
Okay, so cooling. So is the cooling method
of it, yes.
Yes, that's what we use now.
That's what we use now.
Okay.
Yes.
Now in the marketplace, we have class A kind of fire, class B, C, D, you have K, and you have class E. But we just practice how to put out fire through the cooling method. And you know, in the marketplace, we have fire extinguishers, you have smoke detectors, you have hydrants, you have so many other equipment to put out your fire. We'll be testing the hose reels in this market here in Mpape, and we'll also test the hydrants and see how to use it so that in case there's a fire, you can manage and protect your properties and protect yourself also from fire damage. Let's go. We don't pray for fire outbreak in our market, but in case you are there and you witness that there's a fire outbreak in the market and you have the hydrants, something like this, now they are going to teach us how to use it so that you do not panic, which is the first thing they said we should do. Do not panic, but go straight to the hydrant and you can use it with its kind of command.
March! Break what in the open. What's up? Break what in the open. Advance. Knock off. Go up, left, right. Okay. Knock off. Knock off. Knock off, America. Knock off, America. Knock off, America.
Yeah, welcome back. PASS, pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. So thank you for being with us on today's episode of Property Doctor. I hope you learned something today. There's much we can take on today's episode of Property Doctor. I hope you learned something today. Enjoy the rest of your day and your week, and God bless you. Bye. Enjoy your 2022. Bye.
I'm coming. If you hand over to government to maintain, the budget the money and share it.
To live in that particular place that the house is. So it's supposed government will compensate them so that and pay them and relocate them to where they are going and build another house for them.
Careful engineering and management to meet human needs.